we've been like Freaky Friday or something.
Well, no, I think it's more like Scooby-Doo Mystery Island because we're all SWAT buddies.
So you know that's something that you can do, just find an anchor stone, find the ingredients needed for a poultice.
I'm just watching Resmorn and watching everyone. I'm still on edge.
What is a dark deep secret that he sees?
Oh, Talia? I think...
Is it the moment she gets the stone?
Unfortunately, when I opened it, I touched it and I was...
You just see her open this box and see this like plate of dark, this disc essentially of dark stone, beautiful smooth stone. And as soon as she touched it, from that point, she didn't actually feel it like immediately, but after she touched it, she started to feel these things that I've explained: this isolation, this lust, this exposure, this need for secrets, this.
Like indescribable whispering from corners of the room as well.
Yeah,
so that's
And then over the last 8 months, she's adapted and evolved those things into her psychic blades and such as well.
Right. So I just look at her and I go, "You are cursed."
What?
Talia, cursed.
I don't think she wants anyone to know this at this point. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you
It's crazy.
mean? What do you mean cursed?
Cursed.
What are you talking about, Raz?
She cursed.
I curse. I swear all the time. Yeah, I say f***.
How are you cursed?
And I just stare at her and like it's like
I don't know.
I think we both like I know,
yeah, I know
and
you
I know
know.
you know, and I kind of get the vibe that you don't want us to say, and I'm like, fucking hurry up then.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna say a whole bunch of shit if we don't fix this. Like, I'm freaking out here. Because again, all the curses, like, I'm wanting to.
Talia, find the stone.
I'll find it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I
Give
guess
me a second.
even with Nez's brain still in a different body, he'd know what it
Still
looks
use your
like.
mind, yeah. You can.
what are we
As she's
rolling
mentioning what she's looking for, yeah.
I'm looking as well around the edge.
You're looking. So you're making an investigation check.
16.
That's a 1, baby. Too busy freaking out.
16.
Okay, 16, 1, 20,
10.
10.
16.
What was it?
I'm
Investigation.
pretending to
Yeah,
look.
plus 0. That's a 1.
So looking around, you notice that you are in the basement. It is quite a wide thing. It's maybe like across the whole, so like through the other doors and such as well. You can see that it's probably about 110 foot diameter across the entire basement level. There's several teleportation circles set up. You've come in through one of the larger ones, but there's also some smaller, like 5 foot individual ones. And there's a huge ramp. You kind of got a glimpse through here before they put the darkness up. There's a huge ramp that leads up to like the ground level when they're bringing in carts and horses and stuff for deliveries. This is basically the transportation and teleportation rooms for bringing in and out stuff. As you're looking around, you don't see the stone that you're looking for. You see transportation as one of the benefits of the room. Like if you can work the teleportation, it's a way in and out of the place. Naz, your mind goes to, I'll study the teleportation circle because it's always useful to know the runes because they're basically like telephone numbers. If you know the runes of a particular circle, you know how to go to it. So you like try and study it, and your brain's just not fast enough as such to remember the runes off the top of my head.
She's 17.
It's developed her prefrontal cortex is like much
Actually, doing this, I
But yeah, as you finish studying the thing, you've got none of the stone around here. You do know, however, that it is an arcane stone that's got a lot of use, so it will probably be sorted somewhere into wherever they sort their useful magical items. So when they bring things in, obviously they don't leave them here, they sort them into the respective floors of the tower.
Can I go over to Soot and try and do a sleight of hand to get her journal out of her pocket?
Oh yeah, you don't want anyone reading that.
Yes, you can. You sort of meander your way over. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage because you're stealthing in somebody else's body.
Okay, 15 stealth. 15.
Okay, you're doing okay. The job of like not arousing attention as you get sidle up beside your own body, and it's an experience you've never experienced before of like looking at your own body. You know exactly where you keep it.
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand check now to see.
What's going on, Soot? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just. I've come over here to say hello.
Hello? What's going on?
Do I do a disadvantage?
It's a
as well?
disadvantage, yeah, you're in somebody else's body.
Oh, it's a net one.
Going from a 19 to a 1.
Unless
What
you
are you
want to use
doing?
that hero token, I mean.
What are you doing?
Hell yeah! I'm using the hero token if I can.
You absolutely can. What a great use of a hero point. You absolutely.
She's desperate to him not to see her diary.
Yeah, without you
Desperate.
noticing at
Yeah.
all, just sidles over, makes out like it is really. I'm just really confused.
Yeah.
I'm just really scared of like
Is
what's
that
going on. I don't know.
the thing we need?
Out comes the diary.
No, that's just the wall.
I pocket it in.
It's a Rasmus pocket. The Rasmus-
That's going to be fun for later on.
Oh my God! Look, what's that over there?
What?
No, keep looking over there.
What? Soot, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I just won that book. It doesn't even matter. Shut up.
What? I mean,
Look over there.
I know.
Give me
I
the
can
book.
blatantly
Give me the
see
book.
it. Soot, I
Fuck.
can blatantly see you, okay?
No, I don't know.
What's
what?
up with the book
Shut Up.
anyway?
You're so lame. Give me the. I just
No.
want my book. It doesn't even matter. It's not
my
important.
God,
Don't read it.
just-
Don't ever read it.
Okay, chill.
I'm chill. I'm so chill. You're not chill.
I'm really enjoying. Like when I was coming up with this, I was like, "This is going to be really fun for the green screen."
You're going to have to act each other.
Oh no.
We're about the same size.
So you
I don't think we'll swap costume. I think we'll act each other.
just be each other's role. Yeah.
Oh, true.
So you
yeah,
see
of course.
the darkness. You see the
So
darkness.
you'll be
I'll be
acting me.
you.
Yeah.
I'll be acting Adam King as Soot.
Yeah.
You see the
As
darkness
nice
drop,
as it.
and walking in, flanked by the others from
Steps
before,
up again.
a Nothic. Don't have a Nothic menu at the moment, but it's this kind of hunched over, mostly humanoid, but they've got this massive singular eye in the center of their head that's like green, and if they want to, they can. In a similar way, actually, didn't plan for this, but Nothics, I think, have a similar power where they can read your darkest secrets and stuff. So this one walks in, Richard, as you know from your.
Richard. It never fails to crack me up how these fucking ghouls have a name like Richard.
So I thought it would be fun.
One-eyed dick.
What?
So they tell me you're here for selling things.
We are.
What are you selling?
I hate this accent now. It's starting to hurt. How do you do this?
That's why I have a hot water.
Welcome to my world.
We're here to open up the prospect of some sales. We got a dragon tooth and
Okay.
some stuff.
I'm listening. Show me your prospect.
He hands it over, perfectly forged.
Right. Let me see the tooth.
Do I have it?
Who's
I
got it?
think, yeah.
I
Come forth,
Ah,
friends.
yes, here it is. I think
Real
is-
dragon tooth.
Yeah.
This is it is a black dragon tooth, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we dug it up. And
It's real dragon tooth. What's
Why would you doubt that?
people try and sell us fake shit all the time.
No, we are not those people.
No.
The Black Coin has had amazing trade with the Eclipse in the past, and we want to re-establish that.
Well, let's not talk down here in the dungeons. Let's go.
Yeah, you got anywhere you'd hide all your important stuff?
Let's meet in that room.
I want somewhere that feels grand, you know?
Somewhere that
Somewhere where you keep your, I don't know, controlling stuff.
You've got Pontus room with.
You got a poultice room, a controlling jar, a fill up on my fucking, but whatever the thing.
Maybe where you keep your lich phylactery.
The Richard and the cultists, she says, "Get back to work, Carl." They lead you upstairs, back to the up from the basement to the ground floor. The ground floor, you notice, is much more open plan, much more extravagant. Something a little bit more like this, but even wider than that.
As we're walking, I go up to the body of Talia and go, "How do you well shape? How do you do it?"
With many... with many years of practice.
Give me a. I think this is going to be like a self-insight check, like you're touching base with your own body as you walk. So give me an insight check with disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah, you're trying to touch base with your own internals.
Insight plus 4, 14.
Okay, you feel like if you think about it, oh yeah, there is a lot of like muscle memory in this body of like how to do it. What are you trying to wild shape? Are you thinking of a particular animal?
I'm thinking of like the basically giant lizard / Allosaurus, like one of the two things I've seen, and I don't think I'm trying to do it right now. I think I'm just preparing myself for like
you feel like
if something's going to kick off, I need to know how to do it.
If you tried, maybe you'd be able to do so.
Okay,
I'll just get those ready. Okay,
I'll just think of Allosaurus.
Okay. You're gonna try, and he's gonna make you into a fucking frog or something.
Did you not see him pulling out other menus? Yeah.
A yak-sized toad, maybe.
It'll be like a set lucky dip. I don't know.
As you walk up to the entrance floor, the ground floor. There's dozens of heavy-duty lockboxes around, cabinets that, I'll just tell you, are stocked with weapons and food and survival gear, stuff that the cultists can use to see in the apocalypse should it actually come. That's the thing that they're all striving for, so they've got all of the stuff ready to go. It's basically go floor. The entrance floor is where any cultists returning from the outer world, whether they're just nearby in the Darklands or further afield, can disarm themselves, drop off any of the useful acquired goods, and then get re-equipped before they head out again.
Useful acquired goods sounds promising.
Useful.
So the Nothic leads to this central sort of reception hall and says, so what you got here? As you're looking around, who's got the best perception modifier? Who's naturally got good eyes?
Probably.
Eyes and ears.
Perception? Yeah, +7. Yeah.
There you go. So just seeing and hearing more, being more perceptive to the world around you, just having a naturally higher awareness in this body. You double take and glance over, and there is one of those large signs on the wall next to a staircase on the edge of the wall that basically has the different floors written out onto it.
Yeah.
You notice that it says first floor, bedrooms. Second floor, sorting. Third floor, potions laboratory. Fourth floor, archives. Fifth floor, creature laboratories. Sixth floor, cleansing rooms. Seventh floor, training. Eighth floor, longevity research. Ninth floor, Grand Vizier Zane Shadow Soul.
What was the last one?
Grand Vizier Zane Shadow Soul.
Zane Shadow Soul.
Zane Shadow Soul is the head of the Eclipse.
Z-A-I-N.
And then it says
Shadow.
Roof. And then it says roof.
I thought you were speaking French. Zane
Zane Shadow Soul.
Zane.
Je m'appelle Zane Shadow Soul.
Je ne parle pas français.
Ah, parlez-vous.
So you take a little gander at that. You think, okay.
What were the two things we needed for permanent? It was a control...
You need a control jar, something that is for forcing souls into other creatures.
And a phylactery.
And then the phylactery to rip souls out of creatures. And then you need the poultice and the arcane stone.
I mean, we could go for the poultice and we could go for all four, or we could just go for the two that's going to do it permanently.
You can. So you notice that as they're engaging you in conversation about the thing and how much you want for it and what are you willing to sell for it and all that stuff. They're trying to start negotiations. What's the plan? What do you do?
God, what do we want to do? I guess we
need to go to the potions floor.
Yeah. We could either, or we could. I don't know what the cleansing floor is. That sounds interesting.
Well, I'm interested in the laboratory. I think, but Talia hasn't noticed those yet, so she doesn't know what the floor is.
Not necessarily.
There's a potions lab and a creature lab.
The creature laboratory, I think.
Yeah. Because to get a control jar and a phylactery, I would imagine would be together. God knows if they have a phylactery. Those are really high-level things.
What is a phylactery?
So phylactery is when a lich, who is a wizard that refuses to die so much that they study immortality and they eventually become like an undead immortal wizard. That's basically a lich.
Scary.
But the way that they can keep themselves immortal is by having an object of some sort, think of it like a vase or something, that they can kill people, steal their soul and feed it to their vase to keep themselves alive. And so a phylactery is something that rips people's souls out to feed itself.
Whoa, okay.
We could either try and trade for those two things, or we could steal them. Stealing around here seems like a big old no-no.
I reckon trading's not bad because they wouldn't know what we needed them for.
No.
So we could just say we
so you could go. We got some buyers that want control around a phylactery.
There might be someone who can put two and two together though, if we buy all the specific things needed for one specific thing.
Even if they thought that we were doing some soul swapping, that's the business of the buyer that we're selling to.
True.
Yeah, we got a guy who's in the soul.
Do you point out?
Yeah. I'll go to nudge. I'll go to nudge Naz, but it's the creature Naz. I'm nudging you.
Hey.
I'll be like, I'll just subtly point to the floors, like this.
And then she would see those and be like,
So you can do the negotiating.
oh God, here we go. Yeah, look. Tell me, what the f*** do we need again? Oh my God.
Control jar phylactery.
Well, look, we've got a guy who's he's into some interesting things. I won't get too much.
We
into
deal in
details.
interesting things here.
Yeah, well, he's looking for a control jar and a phylactery. So, what do you think about trading the two?
Ain't we all?
I know what you mean.
Phylacteries ain't easy to come by.
Yeah, well,
If we had one, we wouldn't tell you, that's for sure.
well, dragon teeth ain't easy to come by either because they're
They
extinct,
actually they are. There's a lot of dragons around.
You're in a continent of the world now where the dragons are
yeah, I guess
numerous.
they are. Yeah, well,
Can I snatch the tooth back just so I'm holding it?
Give me a acrobatics or athletics check.
Just to be like, well, you don't get it yet. Then it's a 5, so
Let's see.
0, 5.
17. You just go to and just they just shift it to the side.
One of those things like in a jewelry store when you ask to see something else, they just put
Yeah,
their
absolutely.
hand on the
Yeah.
is there something that Naz could make to sweeten the deal?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
thinking?
Look, you ain't getting a phylactery from us.
Phylactery.
Why
Well,
not?
For one dragon tooth? You gotta be
Theoretically,
joking.
where
This
could
isn't
we-
even worth a control.
There's
jar.
the promise of a lot more dragon teeth.
I bet there is. We don't
Another
deal in
stuff from
promises.
dragons too.
One tooth for all that?
Yes.
You'd be lucky if I give you one anchor stone.
Well, I mean, how about you give us all three? Is that
Yeah.
Just give it to us.
Give us what we want.
all three of them?
Give us
Thank you. Thank you,
dragon.
please. Thank you.
We're sitting at the DM table and Rob rolls. And he rolled a 4, so you have to click off this video and go to vivaplus.tv and join, I guess. Is that how this works?
That's how it works.
Okay, well there we go. I'm really good at this, I'm finding.
Look, we'll get you gold for this and you can fuck off.
Language.
Does
I get the feeling that I can telepath into people's mind,
do that, yeah.
and so I telepath into all of our, because I can choose up
Yeah.
3 people, right?
Or you have to roll
And I'm
for
like,
it.
I think I just say, like pushing through the fucking weird horniness I feel and the desire to just fuck with everything. I'm like, I think we need to focus on just getting into our bodies temporarily first.
As you push through that feeling and like utilize it to touch people's minds, you realize, oh, if you lean into it, you can control it more.
Yeah, right.
And her psychic blades, her psychic daggers, her psychic knack and stuff is her going, if I let it out in these ways, then I can control my feelings and my emotions and my horniness and all the other weird stuff.
Yeah, right.
And so yeah, it does lessen back to a more normal sort of,
Okay,
you can
so
be yourself again as soon as you start to tap into the telepathy.
Because while we've been walking around, I've just been like, what the f***? Holy shit.
Are we
I wanna
now
so-
in
I'm
each other's
so-
minds, or
And
is there only one path between, or are we in each other's
I think it's
minds?
everybody. I'll say for argument's sake, it's an entire group conversation.
I'll say to you, well, temporarily, we could ask them for the poultice and an arcane stone, and then we can come back and say that we'll sell for a control jar and a phylactery.
Okay, I should say the stone. Sorry, say that again.
Ask basically to
Poultice
buy
and
those two
arcane
things.
stone.
I'm like, I don't know how temporary it is. I don't know if we'll revert or whatever, but right now I know I'm struggling. I imagine you guys are struggling.
Yeah.
And
I
then
feel
if we can
old.
get into our own...
I feel so old.
I'm not that old. Teenagers.
I can't do a kickflip anymore.
It's just like
Get back to my body.
you just notice that there's just random twinges in parts.
Yeah.
Joints are just a little bit
Just
seized
lower
up.
backs just a bit.
Okay. instead of that, forget what I was saying. Oh no, he's locked on.
Oh no.
Are we ready to begin?
Yeah, I was putting my phone away.
Okay.
Good kill.
You were saying?
Instead of that,
scares me.
forget that I
Rob
asked for that really expensive thing. We wanted a poultice of
The thing. What did you say? I can't write it
I
right now.
said, which was
Sorry,
something.
I was listening so hard that I didn't write it down now. It's
Called a Philadelphia.
No, we don't want Philadelphia.
Prophylactic. It's called a prophylactic.
Can we get a prophylactic?
I can get you a prophylactic.
and an arcane stone if you got one lying around.
Proust concoction.
A Proust concoction and an arcane stone.
An anchor stone.
And an anchor stone, if you could clarify that, Adam, because you've written arcane there.
Yeah, I've changed it.
Thanks.
The anchor stone is the name of it. It is a violent arcane euhedral crystal with growth striations.
With growth striations, the one with the growth striations.
I know what an anchor stone is.
Of course you do. You're an intelligent guy.
The anchor stone will be in floor 2, in the sorting room. Yeah, Proust concoction pudding will have some of that in floor 3. You can tell her. Yeah, you can tell her. I'll give her. She can give you one helping. One dosage? Serving? You can tell her I said that Richard said that she'll give you one dose of the Proust concoction.
Do we need 2 doses or 4 doses?
You'll need, if you want for one temporary device, you need a dose each.
Yeah, I'll tell her that you said exactly that number, sure.
Throws the tooth behind himself, and you see there's like an ascension tube, as they call it. It's like a huge vacuum tube that's just sticking out the ceiling, and it up into the ceiling. That'll go to the sorting floor.
Which one was that again?
We could steal it back.
Points to the side.
Yeah.
Floor 2.
Oh yeah, floor 2, which we're going to now. Thanks very much for your help. We'll be back to trade in the future, I imagine.
Thank you, Res. I mean,
Get out of
here. I'm Resmore.
Thank
you,
I guess we should get going.
Get gone. I'm not giving you visitor permits, so don't stick around long. If
Let's
a
head
cultist
up to
finds
2
you,
and then
you're
up to 3.
So we go to 2.
Do we get a lanyard?
Swipe past.
Just a sticker.
What my name is. Right.
Go!
Yeah, go.
So you
How do
rush.
we get us
So we head up to the 2nd floor for the anchor stone.
So you'll see that there is, as you rush towards the exit of this ground floor, there are 3 not quite equidistant staircases that lead up spiral-like up these massive pillars out this side of the tower itself. The massive spire that is the Dark Spire has these 3 almost helical spires that run up it, and each one of those in the interior of it's where the stairs are.
Does it work?
I don't have an exact replica of it, but I do have.
Something
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's fucking dead.
That is threatening.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's got a huge skull on
I
it.
imagine the Dark Spire would have a big skull as well.
Jacqueline Christ.
You know that.
Look at the size of it.
You know that.
Gargoyles.
You know that dope tavern that Louis sent. The fan just sent.
Also sent this.
That is quite
Legend.
insane.
And it
Pop
all
off.
comes apart.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god.
And again,
Oh my gosh.
Spidey and Zed, my friend Mike, he also painted this for me as well.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a hell of a tower.
You fucking nerds.
Yeah, wow.
Whoa, keeps going.
Yep, it's pretty dope.
Oh my
So yeah, thank you very much. This is.
At first I thought it was a very impressive dice tower. I guess it could
right?
be.
I guess
would
you
be
could
amazing.
probably do so. Anyway,
Oh, it goes up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head up to level 2.
Is it worth? Are we all sticking together?
We should
There's
do.
a couple staircases.
Do you remember that game,
we
Mr.
could
Bucket?
Split up.
I think it's worth staying together.
This conversation for later.
so you head into one of those external staircases and you start heading up. You notice that you get past a sign that says floor 1, first floor, bedrooms, rec rooms, etc. Lots of cultists in there, and the stench coming from it is not pleasant. It's incredibly unpleasant, but you're not going there, thankfully. So you continue on up the staircase. It is a long and very tall stair. Each of the floors in this spire is, I think I said 45 feet tall, and then there's like a 5 foot thick stone floor. So there's about 50 foot of climbing for every single floor. So what are your constitution scores in the current bodies you're in?
I was going to say, my feet are going wild, which is wonderful.
What are your constitution scores? You don't need to roll it.
Oh, we don't have to roll?
Plus
Okay.
2.
Plus 6.
Plus 2. You Scott, just the regular modifier, not the save.
Con 2.
Two. Excellent. Look at that. You all got +2 con. That means you can go 2 floors without needing a breather. But after 2 floors, thankfully, you get up to the 2nd floor and you're all a little bit like, damn, there's a lot of stairs.
This old man.
You arrive at the 2nd floor, the sorting floor. You enter in. You'll notice that as well as being a spire, obviously, it's slowly, the radius of the tower is decreasing as you raise as well. This is about 110 feet diameter across. It's a huge central circular desk with an automated sorting modron in the center, like a mechanical being that's got several arms. It's sitting right above where the ascension tube is. And you can see that various things that Richard is throwing behind himself when all the cultists come home. They just throw it in. This automaton brings things out, chucks it into a general sorting, just like throws it to various corners of the room. And then you can see that there's cultists in here with kind of like librarians with the push carts. They've just got like various things and they're sorting them into more unique, more specific areas.
What was the name of this room again?
This is the sorting room.
Okay.
While in here, you're also starting to feel a little bit more of the effects of the following: greed, envy, desire, need for things, need for control, and things of that ilk. You realize that the Dark Lord of Gothdor is the Dark Lord of those things, and this must be a floor that's somewhat dedicated to him. Mm-hmm. So looking around, you realize there's a whole bunch of piles of things. This is the floor where any new tech items, stolen goods, kidnapped people, poached creatures, all sorts of stuff just comes here first to be sorted out, and then gets sent off to their respective floors after this. Any of the trash that you can see, like a few people are going, nah, and throwing it to the side, and other people picking it up and putting it on carts. You can see that they're just getting the discarded stuff. You see them wheel it over to like what is an enormous sort of 15-foot across bag of holding looking thing, and they're just like dumping it all into there.
Sending our waste into space does not fix it.
So you're looking around. You think this should be somewhere we could find an anchor stone easily enough.
I guess we just go ask to the front desk.
Yeah. Is there a front desk here?
The front desk would be the sorting robot.
Yeah.
Hey, who's going to talk to a robot?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Hey! You! I respect robots. Excuse me!
And then just goes quiet because there's nothing coming up its butt.
There's nothing coming up its butt. Oh, right, sorry.
Nothing? Nothing at all?
Nothing's coming up its butt.
Do you communicate at all? Hello? This is useless. This is a robot. What are we going to do? We're going to have to just look around, I guess. Hello?
Did you say there are other people sorting things around?
Oh, sweet. I'll just go up to one of them and say, excuse me. Oh my god. Relax.
Okay.
Relax.
I'd walk over as well. Relax.
You're not helping here. Excuse me, we're looking for a stone with striations.
Anchor stone.
Richard sent us.
Oh no.
Richard sent you.
He wanted to check us to ask whether or not you've got a phylactery in at the moment.
Just kind of pushes and pushes, finds a stone that you recognize.
You're the ones that just sent up the dragon tooth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're saying Richard thinks that that's enough to get a phylactery?
All right, we're going.
Upstairs, go.
I'm learning your ways, Rob.
You picked up on it, well done.
I'm learning your ways.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that game. If you did want to see me DM, I guess go to Viva Plus and we'll see what happens. Maybe Adam will allow me the honor? Or Rob?
Force you to.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I could do something with less dice, I think. Anyway, subscribe to vivaplus.tv and maybe at the future at some point I'll do it.